Hello, future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. Here is a video, problem 14. And before solving problem 14 proper, let's have the discussion first of the parametric equations of a cycloid as well as that of an ellipse. And in this portion, I also derived the area of an ellipse, and for simplicity, we use the parametric equations of an ellipse to derive the area comfortably. So for the cycloid, which is defined as the path of a point on a rolling circle, there is a point on a rolling circle which rolls along a straight horizontal path without sliding. And the traces of the point on that rolling circle describes the path of a cycloid. So this is it. So this is the rolling circle, and this circle rolls along this straight horizontal path. And initially, we have a point P here at the origin. And as it rolls, this is now the position of P. And the radius of the rolling wheel is equal to A. So that at this position, the coordinates with respect to the origin would be X and this is Y. So since the radius of the circle is A, so that is A and this is also A. And if this is theta, then we have here formed a right triangle, which is the hypotenuse is A and this is opposite of theta, therefore this is A sine theta. Likewise, this small leg of the right triangle is adjacent of theta. So this is hypotenuse A cosine theta. So from the figure, x therefore is, so by the way, the length of this green path is equal to the projection would also be a theta from arc length of a circle. It is radius times central angle theta. So this length along the rolling circle is a theta, radius times central angle theta in radians. And that is also this length traveled horizontally by the rolling circle a theta. So that x is equal to a theta minus a sine theta. So again, for the x value parametric equation of a cycloid, x is a theta minus a sine theta. So this is for the ellipse later. So x is a theta minus a sine theta, factoring out a. So x is a quantity theta minus sine theta. That's the parametric equation for x of this cycloid. Likewise, this y here is equal to a. This is a, radius of the circle, rolling circle, then minus a cosine theta. Factoring out a, so y is a quantity 1 minus cosine theta. So that in the next slide, for the derivation of the area of a cycloid, you don't have to worry anymore. So it is now given here. Likewise, for an ellipse, because the standard equation of an ellipse with center at the origin and major axis on the x-axis is x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equals 1. And we can easily set up the parametric equations because the right side is 1. So it should form an identity, basic trigonometric identity such as sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. So therefore, so that this is sine squared theta, x should be a sine theta. And so that this will give us cosine squared theta, y should be b cosine of theta. So the parametric equations for an ellipse, x should be a sine theta. So that this is a sine theta quantity square over a square, so sine squared theta. And this is if y is b cosine theta, so this is b cosine theta quantity square over b square. So that reduces to cosine squared theta, which is 1. So sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. So y therefore is b cosine of theta. And vice versa, but I'll just stick to use this parametric equations. So for the next problem, we have to derive the area of an ellipse, which is equal to, considering vertical strip, so it is 4 times integral of y dx. So the strip is here, y, and dx is the thickness. So y is b cosine theta, and differential of x, differential of a sine theta is a cosine theta d theta. From 0 to pi over 2, because when the variable of integration is x, when x is 0, 0 over a is 0, inverse sine of 0 is 0. But when x is a, uh, x is a here, uh, a over a is 1, inverse sine of 1 is pi over 2, 90 degrees, or pi over 2 radians. Now, the reason why the area is multiplied by 4 because we only consider the portion of the ellipse in the first quadrant, and the ellipse is in all 4 quadrants, so that's why we multiplied that by 4. So this is now 4ab integral of cosine squared theta d theta, and we use Wallay formula to evaluate the integral because the limits are 0 to pi over 2. So sine is not around in this integral, and the rule by Wallay formula, you just replace that by 1. So the power of sine is 0 also, so it is considered even, as well as that of cosine. So remember that the integral by Wallay formula is exponent of sine, which is n minus 1 until you decrease that by 2. So m minus 1, m minus 3 until 1 or 2. Then for cosine also, the power is n. So n minus 1, then n minus 3 until we reach 1 or 2 before we stop. Then times alpha, where alpha is equal to pi over 2 if both m and n are even, and if otherwise it is equal to 1. So in this case, alpha is pi over 2 because 0 and 2 are considered even. Then divided by the sum of powers, m plus n decreased by 2. So m plus n times m plus n minus 2 until we reach 1 or 2 again. So for this case, sine is not around. The ruling is we replace it by 1. Power of cosine is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1, so we also stop at 1. Alpha is pi over 2 divided by sum of powers 2, so it is 2, so stop also at 2. So area therefore is 4ab times 1 times 1 pi over 2 over 2. So that's why the area of ellipse is pi ab. If evaluated by using the identity, cosine squared theta is 1 plus cosine 2 theta divided by 2. So area is 4ab integral 0 to pi over 2 of 1 plus cosine 2 theta over 2 d theta. So simplifying, this is 2ab, then integral of d theta is theta, integral of cosine 2 theta is sine 2 theta divided by 2. So 2ab theta plus sine 2 theta over 2, and from 0 to pi over 2. We know that sine of 2 pi over 2 is sine of pi, and sine of pi is 0. So this is theta over 2, 2ab quantity theta of pi over 2, plus sine of 2 times pi over 2 minus lower limit 0, then sine of 0 is also 0. So sine of pi is 0 divided by 2, 0. So that's why 2ab times pi over 2, it is also pi ab. So that's it for this video. For problem 2, so let's have both the area and the arc length of this cycloid.
Find the area and length of one arc of the cycloid x equals, these are the parametric equations. X equals a quantity theta minus sine theta, and y is a quantity 1 minus cosine theta. We use the parametric equations to conveniently derive the area and the arc length. So if this is the graph of the cycloid, whose parametric equations are this, if we consider a vertical strip, the height of the strip is y and the thickness is dx. Therefore, area is just the integral of this area of strip, integral of y dx, or integral of times 2, because I'm just going to consider the left half area. And so the limit should be from 0 to pi, because after the circle slides rolls along a straight line, after 1/2 of a revolution, this is pi a, the radius of the circle, rolling circle is a, and the height here at the center is 2a, represented by this when theta is pi. 1 minus cosine of pi is 1 minus negative 1, so 2a, y is 2a. And when theta is pi, also the halfway, right? So 2 times integral of a quantity 1 minus cosine theta, and differential of x is a quantity 1 minus cosine theta d theta. So therefore area is 2a square integral of 1 minus cosine theta quantity square from 0 to pi. And the integral of, and the expansion of 1 minus cosine theta square would be 1 minus 2 cosine theta plus cosine squared theta d theta. So I'll replace this first with the identity 1 plus cosine 2 theta over 2 before we evaluate the integral. So 2a squared integral of quantity 1 minus 2 cosine theta plus 1 plus cosine 2 theta over 2 d theta. So 1 plus 1/2 is 3/2. Integral of 3/2 d theta is 3/2 theta, of course. Then integral of negative 2 cosine theta, integral of cosine theta is sine theta. So this is negative, this is minus 2 sine theta. And the integral of cosine 2 theta is sine 2 theta over 2, so the answer would be sine 2 theta over 4. So area equals 2a squared, quantity 3/2 of theta, minus 2 sine theta plus 1/4 sine 2 theta from 0 to pi. So sine of pi 0, sine of 0 0, sine of 2 times pi 0, sine of 2 times 0 0, so the whole of this is 0. Only this will be left, and this is 3/2 of pi. So therefore the area is 2a squared times 3/2 of pi, so 3 pi r squared, which is the area of the cycloid, area of under one branch of the cycloid. So that's it, the area of the cycloid. Let's proceed to the arc length. So take note that S equals square root integral of square root of quantity dx d theta square plus dy d theta quantity square d theta, and we consider the whole graph, so the limits would be 0 to 2 pi as shown. So integral 0 to 2 pi square root of dx d theta quantity square plus quantity dy d theta square d theta. Then dx d theta is a quantity 1 minus cosine theta, while dy d theta is a times negative of negative sine theta, so a sine theta. Dy d theta is a sine theta, dx d theta is a quantity 1 minus cosine theta. So dx d theta is a 1 minus cosine theta, and dy d theta is a sine theta. Therefore, dx d theta square plus dy d theta square is a square times quantity 1 minus 2 cosine theta plus cosine square theta plus dy d theta square a square sine square theta. So we have a square cosine square theta plus a square sine square theta, which is a square, because cosine square theta plus sine square theta is 1. So a square plus a square is 2a square, or in other words, a square times 2 minus 2 cosine theta. So dx d theta square plus dy d theta square is a square quantity 2 minus 2 cosine theta. Extracting the square root, substitute here. So we have a square root of 2. So s is a square root of 2, integral 0 to 2 pi of 1 minus cosine theta d theta. So this has an identity which is 2 sine square theta over 2. So s is a square root of 2, integral 0 to 2 pi of 2 sine square theta over 2 d theta. Simplifying, s is square root of 2 times square root of 2. So 2 times a, integral of sine theta over 2, then times d theta. I divide d theta here by 2. I also multiply by 2 to make it 1. Then 2 times 2a is 4a. The purpose of this, so that this remaining integral is integral of sine u du, which can be applied by power formula, and integral is negative cosine theta over 2. So s equals 4a negative cosine theta over 2 from 0 to 2 pi. So that would be negative 4a quantity cosine of 2 pi over 2, which is pi, minus cosine of 0 over 2, which is cosine of 0. So this is negative 1 minus 1. Cosine of 0 is positive 1, so minus positive 1. So s therefore equals 8a. So that's it for this video.